that, Godson. Godson, I know that. Buster Party will never go that way. When I ask him about his experience, he will not open me mouth and tell us, boy, you know, say me go to it and it was nice. No. The man answer is always, well, me did all right, you know, but me talk to the other people them. And I say, no. You have to talk about your experience. You went in it. You spent a couple of days in the hospital. You slept on a comfortable bed. And you came back out. You got your medications. That is what you speak about whenever you go on social media, you sit in the corner. You can't say, me did good, but you know, no. People, Jamaica is coming up. And what will be. We thought it was 1970, 72. We thought it was 1989. And we thought it was 2011. Oh, we were wrong. Jamaica is coming up on the most consequential elections we have ever faced. Steve McGregor, Monica Minto, big up yourself. Steve McGregor has said in his conversation with Lawrence Rowe that he says that if they ever lose this election, the PNP will be wiped out.
People from Tel Aviv, they switch one time. That cannot happen under my watch. Not Tel Aviv people switch and hold for the labor right, man. Oh, no, make that.
Hold on, that's not the one I want.
The people from Tel Aviv.
No, I want it from the beginning. I have one from the beginning.
Them from Tel Aviv.
I can't find one from the beginning. So listen to this.
The Tel Aviv people switch and hold for the labor right, man. Oh, no, make that happen, Bridget.
I live in Almontown, you know, you that's it.
But listen to me now, people. I know this. This is a former senior superintendent of police, you know, questioning people's democratic right. How you make that happen? This is a former senior superintendent of police questioning people's democratic choice. How you make that happen? The man ask.
Yeah, because when I go down there, the man said, boy, there's one time that you know about that you with it. There's a
and there you go. The former senior superintendent said that can't under him watch. Which means people in a central Kingston will not be able to exercise their democratic right. Listen to them.
From up a spoiler, no turnout for vote. Then the place a PNP place, you know.
So you have to attack the river now.
Yeah, Brechin, just shock off them something and make we go wrong. If JLP win this election again, them kill PNP, you know, PNP cannot afford to lose this election. So if you are...
Listen to the words. If the JLP win this election, then kill PNP. Which means that the PNP cares zero about the Jamaican people. They are fighting for their party. And if destroying this country is the way to get them party in power, they are willing to do it. Listen to their words.
True corporate, you can't make that happen, soldier. Oh, that's all. Come in, also, you have PNP at hand. You couldn't just yeah, some man say, yeah, I think about to go run for labor right. Oh, one concert you do that. And then thing them I said the people would have vexed you about when I said them would have vexed you. If you do anything will hurt PMP, I can imagine that you are hurt personally. Come, you can just
When you listen to the word of the man, you know. If you do anything will hurt PNP. That is a former senior superintendent of police, you know. Who would like people to believe that last week he turned PNP? But I am not knocking his choice, you know. You are free to choose what you want. But the words coming out of your mouth, Mr. McGregor, needs to be questioned by anybody, and not body, but bodies in this country that has any semblance of decency. I don't hear the church asking you about these topics. telling people that they will not be able to exercise their democratic right?
I can't empathize because me not there in the position where you are. But I can just imagine if people they tell you some things and then they won't tell you something else and them not listen to you and it sounds like they have not taken your words and try to investigate what you say. The safe way I say true and you have this. They made their own decision. You're a man from there, you can add to my thing.
I'm a man, but not a real man.
Well, see, there you gone one next something, you know. But me, you know, tip on that, you know. And the leader make that statement, something like that. Yeah. He must know why he said that, though, you know. But you will never hear me out of that. Because me cannot talk about a fellow man like myself and say real. Because that means that me are more man than you. So me couldn't say that. I don't know if that's my suggestion.
I am a man, but not a real man.
I did an interview last night with this youth named Andre. And him asked me, I said, Bridget, I cannot speak on that. And I genuinely cannot. Because I never utter those words and I would never say that. I mean, I see the rationale behind that, you know?
From the mouth of the senior superintendent, how you allow people to exercise them democratic right? How was that allowed to happen? I say it all the while. Just listen to the words. Eventually, the PMP always tell you them plans. So, PJ, when they plan to lock down Eastern Banana, they'd go down there and announce it. The people, them did listen and cheer, but they never believe. Senior Superintendent McGregor said, under his watch, people will not be able to exercise their democratic right. What will he do? Tari, welcome. What will he, listen to them words, you know? Well, let me go again. I want to hear him again. The man is basically telling us that under his watch, people will not be able to exercise their democratic rights.
From Tel Aviv, they switch one time. That cannot happen under my watch. The Tel Aviv people switch and vote for the Labour right, man. How no make that happen, Bridget?
I live in Almontown, you know, you'd have to dance that.
Yeah, but them something can't happen. Because when I go down there.
And I want to know something else. Listen to the names where Comrade Roa, or should I say Farmer Comrade Roa, call him. When he say ask that person, these are well-known dons.
The man say, boy, I just one time that you know about a true with it. There's a people from up a spoilers, no turnout for vote. Then the place a PMP place, you know.
So you have to talk to River now.
Yeah, Bridget, just shock off them something and make we go wrong. If JLP win this election again, them kill PMP, you know, PMP cannot afford to lose this election. So if you are really a true comrade, you can't make that happen, soldier. Oh, that's all. Come in, so you have PMP at heart. You couldn't just yeah, some man say, yeah, I think about to go run for Labour right. Oh, what the concert you do that. And then thing them I said the people would have vexed you about when I said them would have vexed you. If you do anything will hurt PMP, I can imagine that you are hurt personally.
Mark, you come here several times and you say, you know, you're a neutral seeking information. That is your claim when you come here and people treat you rough. But when you make statements like, I suspect Roa is an undercover JLP agent, they may just show your color brief for you to try to hide, Mark. No, believe it or not, you know, Mark, when me look for your page, me know say you are no neutral looking any information. Me know that. But as I said to you all the while, I am not afraid of an argument with any comrade because the truth will always win. But when you come and you make statement like this now, you expose your brief too openly, Mark. You have to be careful. You can't continue pretend to be neutral, man. People might believe you, but you can't make statements like that.
Can just, you know, I can't empathize because I'm not there in the position where you are. But I can just imagine. If people they tell you some things and then they won't tell you something else and them not listen to you and it sounds like they have not taken your words and try to investigate what you say. The safe way I say true and you have this. They made their own decision. You're a man from there, you can add to my thing.
I'm a man, but not a real man.
Well, see, there you go, one next up there now. Well, yeah, you know,
I am going to find the entire conversation between them. As I think I was listening and whose YouTube had it last night. I think it's Jamaica Politics Uncovered. I'm gonna find it and play it. The entire conversation between the two of them. But listen to me. Guys, listen to me. When we come here and we entertain Mark, it's not that we believe that Mark is no saint, you know. When you check for Mark page, you see all of Mark beliefs put on there. Where is it? I listened last night. Let me find it. The entire conversation between the two man was there last night. No, I don't want the one with dating camera. Nope. Right. But as I said yesterday, and I need to come in to young warriors for the Jamaica Labour Party. Of course, Mark, we can respectfully disagree, Mark, but we started a conversation last week one day, Mark, and we still need to continue it. You ask a question, and when I answer the question, and you should have responded, you run, say you know no data. And you know, come back to we finish the conversation yet. Right? Where is I listen to it like, oh, here it is.
File your taxes 100% free in the app.
We have a conversation to complete, comrade or not.
Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, if you're new to this platform, welcome.
Yeah, I was saying before I play this. Sorry, I was giving some credit. You went, no, I never that you say, Mark. You see, yesterday, Mark, your story had changed. When you left the night, you said you had some data issue and you were driving. So now is an important call you got to take. But we understand anyway. Uno allergic to information. But yesterday, I saw a recording where one and only winner and Travi totally humiliated a PMP councillor. One man will probably get, you know, team look of money for walk away. It could be Mark. No, I don't think it's Mark Goldie. Right? Winner and Travi dealt with that man like a little child. Was stole something out of the cookie jar. Then flag him with information. Well, when I play this, I am going to find the recording I have of that and play it for you guys. You're going to hear how Labour right deal with comrade. But listen to this. This is the entire conversation we do.
Full conversation between the Member of Parliament in Waiting, former JCF member and veteran Steve McGregor, and the ousted PNP representative Lawrence Rowe. We heard about 2 minutes of that conversation last night. Today, I'm going to bring you exclusively the full conversation. Make me listen to it together, guys. I'm going to jump in here and there. This is my first time hearing it, so let us have a listen together.
Hey, greetings.
Yes, man. Yeah, McGregor. It's funny that we have to try meet this way. We have spoken on the phone. I think it's only on the phone we have ever spoken. So, we never see your eyeball yet.
Really? Not even on the election day?
We are trying to remember. Because I'm seeing your pictures.
We were discussing cricket on the 4th, right?
Oh, yes, the
We-
backside. Yes, man, you don't have to say nothing. I have been trying to play where, but I know you called me a couple of times. I remember when I was a police, you were going to do some drive-through, and you never connect with the police. And you called me and asked, so what me can do? And I tell you, said, Bridget, you have to write a letter. I make we know before, but you don't know it go on. Yeah. That's what I was saying to some people. But now that you bring me back home there, you know what I mean? Bridget, me said to the man, them said, me, I have no issue. We have never had any issue. We don't have no reason to have no issue. You understand? The PMP come link me about 2-3 weeks ago. Sabontin and Angela, the party leader, and the general secretary called me. Because you used to hear them make some more talk and the people have said, Steve, you know that. And I got to work. When I left the JCF, you know, I get a job. I was working up at the university. I had to resign just last week. So it wasn't in my thoughts until when they came. And I'm telling you straight up, they told me they did their poll and thing, and it seemed as if.
Now, how many of you, by show of hands, believe that it's 3 weeks ago Steve McGregor turned PNP?
The JLP has worked out a strategy, and they are going to beat you, and they're not certain that you can bring home the seat, and they think that I would have a better shot. That's what them tell me. I'm saying, well, if you think so, I am willing to run. Because I had said to them initially, I am not going to be in any competition. If you think that the standard beer, Mr. Roy is the man, make it go. But they came to me and they said that, and I said, okay. So I said, when I go meet with the man and do the thing, then say yes. So that's how I am there. So as I said publicly, I don't have no issue with you. It is with them. I don't know how they did it. Some of the people went to the meeting where the general secretary was saying he was very thorough in his deliberation. And you can see it, even at my presentation, just his utterance. But that is him. You understand what I say?
Okay, guys, me could draw breaks right here. So you hear what Steve McGregor just said? That them reached out to him 3 weeks ago. But 3 weeks ago from when this conversation took place. Now hear what Dayton Campbell told Emily Shields 3 weeks ago.
Come on, people. When I hear one of them.
After?
McGregor.
Did you say after?
When you say in the picture, maybe I'm not.
When did the PNP begin to consider Steve McGregor as a candidate for Central Kingston?
Well, his name came up about 2 years ago.
In this recent reiteration of everything, when did the PNP seriously consider Steve McGregor for Central
After
Kingston?
the removal. After the removal.
Which is on the 27th of December or on the 10th of January 2025?
No.
Which one?
After he was told that he was removed in December.
So before you removed Lawrence Rule, did you do any poll in the constituency after the 27th of December to see the political strength of Steve McGregor in Central Kingston?
Those are totally the prerogative of the General Secretary of the party.
Which is why...
So Dayton say McGregor's name came up 2 years ago. And of course, him no want talk so, but McGregor talk so, say Paul do, and them say him have the lead. So McGregor said he was contacted 3 weeks prior to this conversation. So you're trying...
One of them, what they call it, 2% poll? 2% poll.
Tell me, all those 2 years that Dayton spoke about, McGregor never know nothing about that. Them just come show him a poll 3 weeks ago. Okay then.
Oh, here the man say you resign. Something goes up.
Type 2, there you go. Type 2 error poll.
Hello, you there?
I told him from before it is all or nothing.
Yeah.
The JLP cannot work out a strategy to beat me if I gave Donovan the seat. That don't make sense.
Well, I don't know. But it's what they must say. Me don't know, and I don't know nothing about the under politics and the whatever. It's just that they said that they wanted me to come do the thing. You know, sir, but go down at the place. You know what I mean? Me not say me I compete with you, but me can do it. Me know say them a fret now because of the change of the dynamics. But I would love for you to work. Me hear man say you gonna run independent. I mean, I think you gonna do that because you don't want the people them to vex with you. The people that will love you and them something that will PMP. So all them over to have vex with you, listen now and turn away from you. But if you're willing to work with me, no brethren, me will work with you. If you want to sit down somewhere, you tell me where, we'll link you and make a talk. Because me and you don't have no problem. How that sound?
No, man, I am okay. What?
You see, I am glad that Lawrence Rowe seems to be a very smart young man. When Lawrence Rowe decides that me good, me don't want to meet with you, that move alone probably save him life.
What's the only thing I have to offer? Is the windows that I removed from around there. My security manager is to take them back to the office so that you can reinstall it. That is it.
You talk to Marcia with that or one of them Marcia or who you talk to? How you gonna do that? Them can just bring them around there. That's
What they are essentially saying is that a man that has never been considered political since 3 weeks ago, a man that has never given a second thought to politics, was in a poll more popular than a man that has been on the ground for years working.
You ever do it?
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, as I said, Bridget, you'll never hear me say a thing negative about you. I am not in any competition with you. I've never had an issue with you. You know what I mean? It's just that they asked me to represent and I said, I gotta do it. But if you are to be another competitor as against Williams, that would have just make the thing tougher. So I don't know. Are that the point? Yeah, laughter.
You see, all of those men that you met,
Yeah.
I built them. All of them.
Yeah, I have no doubt. I've heard some stories. Yeah.
Built.
But then you and them should have can. Then why I want to know? Well, the only one that I've spoken in any full way is with Mr. Bunting because I know him not as good as you do, but when he was Minister of National Security, I was in charge of West Kingston. I had assisted with data and some things to write up. When I was in charge of St. James and then come down with Bertel. Bertel was close to him. I used to work with them where that is concerned. And when they were calling my name initially, I met with him. And he said, Steve, boy, the man where you know the seat, other man that him can't win, you can't go anywhere else. I said, well, we'll just no bother with it, because I don't have no connection anywhere else. Anywhere else would I go to wherever Paulwell is, because say Franklin Town cut crossboard. So if it's so, it's so. Because I am that kind of man, I would never fight with you for a seat at both of, because it all make a divide. So it's know that they came and headhunted me, when they said that their data show that they have to get somebody different from you. And that's how I swim up, So it's no strategy with them.
That's how I swim up.
Yeah.
And they showed you the data?
No, I've not seen nothing.
So you're
I've not seen anything.
And I am the data manager.
Yeah.
I am the data manager.
No, here where Mr. Rose said, I am the data manager. And there's data out there that prove that somebody more popular than me, and I have never seen it. I am the data manager. Type 2 poll.
You're being led blindly. You listen to Emily Shields today?
No, I didn't listen to her, no.
I hope you go back and listen to the interview with the General Secretary.
Yeah. But I don't know what them saying, but me the pass that in a row. If you know me, are the people that me I work with now, and all me have to do is to just reignite the people, and I don't know if you know, but those people know me well. And I have done well with them. I can reignite them right across from Raytown So I heard that the people from Tel Aviv did switch one time. That cannot happen under my watch. The Tel Aviv people switch and hold for the labor right, man. How no make that happen, Bridget?
I live in Almontown, you know, you'd have to ask thanks that.
Yeah, but them something can't happen. Because when I go down there, the man say, boy, I just one time that, you know, about a true with it is. There's the people from up as spoilers. No turnout for vote. Them the place a PMP place, you know.
So you have to talk to Riba now.
Yeah. So
Why it happened?
So as I say to them, man,
But all right, everybody get what
you know what I mean? During my time, I know you were a younger boy doing 210, 212. Them time they have about what? You were now 30 or what? But you understand what I mean? I was my brethren, just shock off them something that make we go wrong. If JLP win this election again, them kill PMP, you know. PMP cannot afford to lose this election. So if you are really a true comrade, you can't make that happen, soldier. Oh, that's all.
I've given more than 20 years of service.
Yeah, that means you have to pack up your thing them now.
Voluntarily.
You don't have to take up your marble them now, man. We can do the thing. We can do the thing. And me, you have to work with one of them, you know. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know about that.
I have gone into my retirement. And
Retirement, are you in your 30s, man? You mean retirement from politics?
I am.
You know, you me say the thing, man. When we win this relay, there's so much thing that whoop or something can blow past, you know, brethren. Nothing cast in a stone, you know.
You see, there you go. That is another bribery. That is another bribery offer, you know. That is another bribery offer from the senior superintendent.
All kinds of things can be done. No bother with that, man. And make your community vex with you, man. Don't disbelieve it, you know. They will be vexed with you if you take a certain line, you know. We can tell you that, you know. I mean, I tell
Tap
you
up the screen with people. I know we're not getting 50,000 yet, you know. And 100,000 one reach.
Respected me.
Yeah.
And she faced the bitter blow the community spoke.
I saw that. Yeah. And I heard some arguments around it.
They'll never be upset with me because if that were the case, I would
have... No, don't say that, Road. Don't say that.
Collected the
don't say that.
Behind them back and walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
But community
I don't know about you and the PMP of the money part.
Yeah.
And the man, them all ask me, say, if they can be offering you that, how much money they give me, I would be happy if we could have get that for putting that on the campaign. Because we don't have quarter of the money where the JLP man them are going to have. But we have to use other things other than just money. Because it's not all about money. It has to do
Somebody
with
put Zim at the back of the class for me, please.
Continuity and to how we are going to build the community. So I'm not going to try to match them with money.
Somebody put Zim at the back of the class.
I can't go nowhere near that. You know, so I don't know. But Bridget, it not sound good, man.
I said to you, I will make arrangements for those windows to be returned to the office.
All right, Bridget.
And as they can see, there was no vandalism and there was no door around the back.
No, I was there and I saw that, and it was looking clean, and them saw that thing. Okay. So I never share with that, and I would have thought that you wouldn't. Because that would make no sense for you to do that.
I'm a pause.
And all of that. So.
Answer. Mark said the hierarchy of the PMP need to organize a private meeting with Mr. Rowe. But Mark, you have not commented on the misuse of public funds by the KSAC. Let me hear your opinion on that, Mark. And the misuse of funds at the St. Catherine Municipal, the Manchester Municipal, Chilani, I think is the other one. Come on, tell us what you think. Mark, you say you may be a comrade, but you're not die artist. So give me your opinion on that in the meantime.
I was going to spend their money to snap a place and then burn it. That is never me. That is destroying my work.
You know, as you talk, I met a youngster named Omar. and I even saw him today, and he was talking about you, and he must say, you and him a good friend, and so and I tell him to reach out to you, because he's now my friend, and I met with him and the Chinaman Salou around the chicken back place there. And they talk glowingly of you, you know what I mean? We
Bless
can
up,
swim
Amalo.
above this spreadsheet. You don't think so we can do that? Come in, know, say you're PMP at all. You couldn't just, some man that say, I think about to go run for labor right. Oh, and can't hear you to do that. And then thing them, I said the people would have vexed you about, when I said them would have vexed you. If you do anything, we're hurt.
You see, Mark, you see now, Mark, as I say, these are the things that expose you people for who you are. I don't speak on things I have no evidence on. But yet, you've attempted to have conversation about Andrew Wellness. Didn't you? Don't tell lie me, I tell. You have attempted to have conversation about everything where them I say about Andrew. But yet you have no evidence on that either. So, Mark, pull up your pants. Your brief are showing a public.
PMP, I can imagine that you are hurt personally. Because I can just, I can empathize because I'm not there in the position where you are. But I can just imagine if people they tell you some things and then they won't tell you something else and them not listen to you and it sounds like they have not taken your words and tried to investigate what you say. The safe way I say true and you have this. They made their own decision. And
Negro vibes. Big up yourself.
But you have no mind, so if you change your mind and you want to talk, but there, man, I appreciate the fact that you called me back. Because I know that we never have no issue, and I'll tell them that, I said it openly that more I reach out to you. I'm that kind of man there. And if you say, you say, oh, that cricket, you probably don't know about cricket still. You have one cricket and name, but you don't know much about cricket like how more than know still, but show me, bro.
I know what's scoring runs, though.
With what?
Yeah, man, Negro vibe. Where they are hold it off,
That is why they place me in charge of numbers.
Yeah, I know. I heard that, man. I'm supposed to talk. I'm glowingly happy where that is concerned, If they ever cover the thing Friday, I'm saying I'm going to Barbados still. I don't know. He said he would have spoke to you. I don't know if you had him talk since. I don't know. But entirely we can't.
When you say I'm going to talk to him, when him unblock my number?
So when if same did I go Barbados, one small island. If it's not Barbados, I Trinidad. But he had gone there with some other people. So he said he would be coming Friday. But I know that he spoke like him have that link to you. So me never know that him block your number. You know what I mean? That would be news to me. That would be between you and him. But I had said to him, say, he must can talk to you. If they want me to run, I would love for you to work with me. That's what I said to them. And
so that will be info me no black.
For me and you to meet, so I don't know if him do that still. But I need it a shout, because them say when you have raw meat, you see fire. And you're a man from there, you can add to my thing.
I'm a man, but not a real man.
Well, see, there you gone. One next
Come do a show some points
well, you tip on that, that are the leader make that statement, something like that. Yeah, he must know why he said that, But you will never hear me out of that. Because me cannot talk about a fellow man like myself and say real. Because that means that me are more man than you. So we couldn't say that. I don't know if it's that him suggesting. He would have to answer a question there. Some people, I think the youth, I did an interview last night with this youth named Andre. And him asked me, I said, Bridget, I cannot speak on that. And I genuinely can't. I never.
But yeah, we are running, man.
I never say that. I mean, I see the rationale behind that, But, Bridget, this thing here is a funny something, this politics, You see how some man I said in here said me have dual citizen. I never hear that like that in my life. So I know them will bring up some things about people when I go so. And I am looking forward to hear some more things to come. You know what I mean? Import some people from outside. And the party organized the presentation, not me, I went down walk up with the people from George's Lane through the place and so on. They don't import nobody. But I know what Rosie brings to the table. I know her quite well. You know, and as somebody that I have some regard for. She did make me know that she and William kick off, because William was a call her girl or something like that. But it is what. But I would love for you to roll with my man. How that sound?
Let me tell you what I told Chris. I am a political tactician.
Yeah, I way up, John.
Always.
Well, me come in at the mix. There you talk.
What is sad here too, you know, is that a senior superintendent of police have been outsmarted by a young local politician. I don't know if you don't get that dynamics here, you know. The senior superintendent has been outplayed by a little man. That him on the one go that robody over me pen, but we're smart. But these are the people that are speaking power. And two things I've learned about the JCF. Just a week I was talking to a 40-year veteran of the JCF who told me that during his time in the JCF, persons like Danai Williams were being given police protection. Danai Williams had his own protective detail from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. No police could be promoted without Danai Williams say so. None. (1993), 97, 2002. The Jamaica Constabulary Force in these 3 years was used as a political tool, where shortly before each of those elections were announced, the community of Tivoli Garden was attacked by the police force. I remember in 93, 26 persons were murdered. In 97, it was 24, I think. And in 2002, it went up in the 30s. The Jamaica Constabulary Force back then was used as a political tool. Persons like Steve McGregor, who just turned a PMP 3 weeks ago, was there. Now, as I said before, I have no sympathy in my heart. You know that. I don't have no sympathy for thug life or leadership. But these attacks on Tivoli Gardens were not in an attempt to serve warrant on anybody, to bring anybody to justice. It was purely political. The Jamaica Labour Party was able to bring Andre Bryan, black man, to justice, Tasha Miller, and they did not invade Spanish Town and kill 20 and 30 persons. So, Dr. Morris, you can contrast the two, and we see what we are talking about. Andre Blackman Bryan, two of the leading down in the Spanish Town, they were brought to justice. And the Jamaica Labour Party and this government and the JCF never have to invade Spanish Town and kill off 20 and 30 persons. So, during this period, 93, 97, 2002, before all of these general elections were called, the community of Tivoli Garden was attacked whole heap of young people lose them life, murdered by the state. Were all these people gunmen? I don't know. I don't know. Somebody put Dr. Morris at the back of the class for me. I not like this is 2025, I not argue with idiot. Sorry, I not call you idiot, you know, but just in case I want, I can't take the chance. Jaden, you're coming here to defend another man, another Dan. We not defend Dan. That is the difference between PMP supporters and Labour Rights supporters. We not defend Dan. The moment you take up the title on your head, say you're Dan, my Prime Minister tell you, say you either meet the maker or the judge. That is our position and Dan's. You meet your maker or you meet the judge. So no come tell me talk about it, man. You meet the maker or you meet the judge. I'm telling you, say that is no problem in a PMP. You no hug up Dan manship. You no believe say you can't win election without a Dan. From you are done, you either meet your maker or you meet the judge. The choice is yours. That's what my Prime Minister said, and that's what me stand with. Tickman decided to meet the maker. His choice, not ours. The little woman with the dip on camera make one holy portrait, meet the judge. Gentle people, we are a party of law and order. We will defend law and order. We will defend the people of Jamaica. No Dan. Prime Minister Andrew Michael Holness said no to extortionists. The PMP put extortionist fee in every project that happened after them watch. This Prime Minister said no to extortion. A few weeks ago, they were trying to fix the road in Central Village. Men came down to extort the contractor. The next year, the Prime Minister sent out the military to go guard them. It is the Prime Minister that launched the Spanish Stone Rehabilitation project. And then not one red cent will go to extortionists or done. If the PMP did concern about dons in this country, when Andrew Holness invited PNP Peter Bunting to work with the government to Spanish Town and tackle the Klansman and the one other gang, Jamaica would have been further along the line of returning to normalcy than we are today. The PMP is a party that hug up danmanship. They believe in danmanship. They support danmanship. Am I sitting here telling you that there's no Dan that align with the Jamaica Labour Party? No. No, I am not telling you that. But there's a difference in how they are treated. The PMP hug up, support, and pop up for them Dan. Give them massive amount of government contract. Two of them biggest Dan to this day. In fact, let me tell you how much the PMP rate them Dan. When Willie Haggart was killed, the top ranking members of the People's National Party run out of parliament. When Willie Haggart was killed, the top Omar Davis, Peter Phillips, what's the name of the water minister again? Carl Blight. Run out of parliament when they deal with elected business, the people's business. and run go look for Willie Agat body. That's how the PMP treat with dance. Dodos did not make $1 single under Jamaica Labour Party government. Bear that in mind. Dodos Cook from Tivoli Gardens did not make $1 single under a Jamaica Labour Party government. It was under the PMP that happened. So yes, there are people out there. Wagwantari. Yes, there are people out there who are strongman position. What 50,000 US? Oh, you mean the man that fell from Phillips? That wasn't for Dodos. That man that fell from Phillips is never for Dodos. Right? I'm talking about money that would have gone directly to the man, contracts he would have garnered. None of that. He gained none of that through the Jamaica Labour Party. Remember, you know, through the entire reign of Dodos, the PMP was in power. It is Danai Williams that got over $500 million through the Operation Pride project. $500 million. And that is just one of the contracts we know about. I told you just a while ago that he was getting police protection. He was running the promotions at the JCF. If he never like you or he never recommend you can't get promoted. And how do we know that is true? How do we know that is true? Because when the Jamaica Labour Party took office in 2009, we had a list of persons in the JCF that should have been promoted that were not. Yeah, man. Yeah, Tari. Yeah, there you go again, Tari. The extradition request for Dodos came when the PNP was in power. But then filed it under File 13. If Jamaica is to be returned to the Jamaica what we know and love, the Jamaica Labour Party has to retain power. The PMP show them hands already, the people. The PMP show them hands. Less than a year in charge of 5 municipalities and $10 billion of taxpayers' money already unaccounted for. Jamaican tax dollars is being used as a toy. Do with this as you feel. Spend this for you, please. Jenka people, this is taxpayers' money. Well, I'm going to go back again, you know, because some people probably just join. This is taxpayers' money we are talking about, you know. Where people are being told to spend it as just being fit. Do with it as you feel like. Where is it? To go again. People in here. Listen again.
Anti-corruption agencies are investigating whether public money from the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, the KSAMC, was used to finance the political campaign activities of some of its representatives, including constituency caretakers. This investigation appears to be a consequence of the fallout between the PMP and its former caretaker of Central Kingston, Lawrence Rowe. Nationwide News has seen and heard conversations involving Rowe, PMP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell, and an employee of the KSAMC. The conversations raise serious questions about whether the PMP-controlled KSAMC is using the tax dollars of Jamaicans to shore up support for political representatives in its bid to help the PMP retake control of central government. Nationwide News has made several attempts over the last 3 days to provide Dr. Campbell, Lawrence Rowe, and the KSAMC employee opportunities to respond to the allegations. George Davis has this Nationwide News exclusive.
Nationwide News has seen a record of the conversations between Lawrence Rowe and the PNP General Secretary, Dr. Dayton Campbell. One particular conversation happened on December 22, 2024, and began at 7:06 p.m. Rowe, who at the time was the PNP's caretaker in central Kingston, wrote to Dr. Campbell, quote, "I am beginning to wonder if there's any sincerity towards winning this seat by KSAMC. Let me tell you why." End quote. Rowe then explained to his general secretary that Christmas work was done in downtown Kingston, and he was only able to recommend 2 names to be engaged. Rowe complained that PNP caretakers in West Kingston and other areas were treated better. Rowe then complained that for the Christmas, the KSAMC only sent him $300,000, while the PNP leadership in Northwest St. Andrew received over $500,000. Rowe also lamented to Dayton Campbell that a senior official at the KSAMC, who's also a prominent member of the PNP, was in central Kingston giving money to some comrades without notifying him. The PNP controls the KSAMC. Dr. Campbell responded, telling Rowe that the monies were allocated strategically in light of the PNP's preparation for 2 by-elections.
I can tell you why that happened. That's because they put more money in the 2 divisions that we're going to have by-elections in. So we're going to have a by-election in Chancery, I'm going to have a by-election in Denafton. So they put some more money in the 2 divisions that are going to have a by-election.
Dr. Campbell then sought to reassure Lawrence Rowe that the PNP does indeed take seriously the job of winning Central Kingston in the next general election.
Brother, Central Kingston is a Muslim. Believe you me when I tell you, Central Kingston is a Muslim constituency. Everybody agrees. If we're going into government, which is our plan, we need Central Kingston. I don't have nobody that said we can win it.
Nationwide News understands that at least 2 anti-corruption agencies are probing the alleged use of monies for political purposes by the KSAMC leadership with the knowledge of the PNP Secretariat. It's understood that the probe is partly based on claims that several PNP representatives were contacted and told to collect hundreds of thousands of dollars from the KSAMC to use however they deem fit. Our news center has...
I don't hear that, people. Collect taxpayers' money to use as they deem fit. Taxpayers' money we are talking about, you know. We not talk about PNP money where people donate to them, you know. Taxpayers' money.
Also seen a conversation between Rowe and an officer at the KSAMC, Audrey Smith-Facey. Smith-Facey served as PNP counselor for the Painland Division in Southwest St. Andrew for 23 years. She currently serves on the administrative support team for Kingston's mayor and the chairman of the KSAMC. Her conversation with Rowe appears to support Rowe's claim to Dr. Campbell that he was given $300,000 cash by the KSAMC. On December 17, 2024 at 7:16 p.m., Smith-Facey wrote to Rowe, quote, $300K, you determine what it is to be used for, end quote. Rowe responded, respect. And before closing out that part of the conversation, Smith-Facey told the then PNP caretaker, quote, note well, this is not for public knowledge.
The spending of taxpayers' money is not for public knowledge. This is local government. Again, our net international reserve stand at $5.2 billion. The highest it's been in our history. That is the ultimate goal of Mark Golding and his bands of thieves, now joined by Senior Superintendent McGregor. That are them goal. To go in and do with the NIR as they deem fit. And what they do with it won't be for public knowledge. Somebody typed it earlier. Then tell you, say the Marxist theory is to accuse your enemies of what you are doing. Accuse your enemies of what you are doing. And I've repeated it on 25 different occasions here. When I say whatever the PMP accuse you of, rest assured. Yes, man, Karl Marx. Rest assured that is what they have done, what they are doing, and what they will do. It has come to pass. Less than 1 year in charge of 5 municipalities and already over $10 billion of taxpayers' money is unaccounted for. At this jump, need to put out report. This is unaccounted for money. When them are telling about $3 trillion, accuse people of thieving $3 trillion and you sneak away with $10 million under the account and nobody wants to look for you. The only thing that they didn't count on is that persons like myself, the winners, the Travis, Chops, Black King are on social media daily asking questions, teaching persons. So you can't thieve $3 trillion out of a country where only have $3 trillion. But you can't thieve $10 billion. If it wasn't for nationwide, these things would go unnoticed because you don't hear nothing from the Gleaner, nothing from RJR, nothing from the Jamaica Observer, nothing from CVM. According to Simon Croskill, one of the senior reporters at TVJ, in him word, sorry, my apology, but these fucking labor rights need to go. That is the word of a senior reporter, you know. They're not hiding anymore. They're not hiding anymore. Munchie, what time you up on YouTube later, Munchie? Munchie, me almost done set up my YouTube, you know. Almost done. Me have set up my studio. Look, Munchie, look at me. Let me show you where I'm going, Munchie. You can see this? Look at me. The studio coming. So my mic up and settings. Soon come. Munchie be talking politics. What time you starting later on, Munchie? Talking politics on YouTube. Go over. Tune in. At 8 o'clock this evening. Right? 8 o'clock this evening. Go back. Join us. Munchie will be there live talking politics on YouTube. Right? Topic. I'm always on topic, Angel, man. Come on. 8 o'clock for Munchie later on. We have to guide people to where they need to go, you know. So join Munchie B later on YouTube. Munchie B talking politics on YouTube. If you don't follow the page, follow it now. If you don't follow Chuck Finley 34 on YouTube, follow them now. But back. So these are the kind of people where we tell you every day, say, look what Andrew have. Don't look on the nearly 400 people living in less than stellar circumstances that you have given new homes and new lives to. Don't look at the near 300% increase in salary that the entire public sector get. But people will be on here telling you every day that politicians get 300%. No, people. The entire public sector benefited from that. Unlike a time in our history when the leader of the People's National Party gave himself a 100% increase when the rest of the public sector was under wage freeze. Marxist theory said, Tari, type the Marxist theory in the chat again today. There was a time in this country when the Prime Minister, one Percival James Patterson, do you mean Dolphin? Tell them, gave one, thank you, SJ, a 103% increase while the rest of the public sector was under wage freeze. Accuse your enemy of doing what you are doing and nobody will look at you. Under this government, the entire public sector went through a reclassification program and everybody came out better off. The teachers, the nurses, the police. 150 police station has been rebuilt. Yes, Dolphin, I remember, if you don't vote for Kern, you don't get the water. Thank you, Dolphin Squid. What kind of name that? But you look nice, same way. Why did you sing? If you don't vote for Kern, you don't get the water. I remember that. Trevor, all right, Trevor. If you don't vote for Kern, you don't get the water. Oh, sorry, Angel, I'm a cousin. If you, yes, they said that on a political platform. While we have Matthew Samud as water minister, turning on a different pipe, giving people water what they never have for the first time in Jamaica's history. Trevor, all right, inbox me a number. Inbox me a number, Trevor. Let me show it to you as soon as I can. Right? But that is the difference what we have now in this government and the PMP government. We don't have to be on here telling lies. We can point. We can point and tell us that for the first time in Jamaica's history, every police station have at least one working vehicle. Every police officer in the JCF have access to a Kevlar vest. Every single one. First time in our history. Not one police station you can go there now and police and criminals using the same bathroom. And we will not pay a fisherman to watch the coastline as suggested by a member of the PMP. Mario, bless up yourself, my general. We will not pay a fisherman to watch the coastline. That is why the government of today have invested in buying 7 new vessels for the Coast Guard. No more latrine for the policemen, yes. All right, Mario, link me up when we finish. I think I will go for another half hour and then make way so Munchi can organize herself to take over on the YouTube side. So I'll go for the next half an hour. So what we have now, 5:30, yeah. Trevor, just go on the page, go on my page and pick the message. And you can message me the number from this one. You send it? All right, no problem. Give me a second. Now I'll go for the next half hour and then me give a shout. Mario, I'm going to give a shout when we come off. Right? One and only winner. But you were here earlier. I still have to big up. Well, I did promise to find the clip with you and Travi flagging an older gentleman like he was a child with thief the cookie jar. We had that clip here somewhere. I just see it a while ago. No, I can't search it now, but it was beauty, right? But again, the PMP method is accuse the enemy of what you are. Colin Bellman, the very same man, Bell. Accuse the enemy of what you are doing and nobody will look at you. So the PMP know that they're a party of corruption. So them always a point finger say, look over there, so. But for 4 years, they have not been able to find one single shred of corruption at this Jamaica Labour Party administration. None. So them try to create it. Them can't find none. They bring in a forensic auditor. Somebody that worked for the IRS. Remember, you know? There was a famous Dan in America named John Gotti who was wanted for murder, several murders, and the FBI couldn't get him. The FBI, the CIA, none of the agencies them couldn't get him. It was the IRS that got him. It was the IRS that got John Gotti in the prison. And you bring an IRS auditor to Jamaica to dig into the finances of the Prime Minister, and at the end of 6 months of digging, until you say nothing no there, so. This good. But you wanted to create the fog of war. So you and your cooked up agents, they decide that we not anything at all. And when we say cook up agency, you know, the people, we're speaking from a factual position. You know. The Integrity Commission have certain guidelines under which statutory declaration must be certified. The Prime Minister has met all of those. But there's a power-hungry man up there who say, until I am satisfied, until me, Kevin Stevenson, is satisfied. Kevin, is not about you. It's not a personal thing to you, Kevin. There's a list of criteria, and the last time we checked, the Prime Minister has met them all. How did it become about you and not the process? Until I am satisfied. Mark, I don't give a crap about your deep side. There is no record of taxpayers' money being forked into Andrew Wellness account. We have record that the taxpayers of Jamaica sent $29 million to my golden account. I have not heard you on that. Of course, you don't have no evidence for that. And you, Mark, you don't speak things that you don't have any evidence on. All of a sudden, Mark, you know, Mark, there's a few things in life that distract me. One of them, I want a sexy girl in a bikini. And you are not a sexy girl in a bikini, so you can't distract me, Mark. You don't have the ability there. So no, you cannot distract me. Sexy girl in a bikini can distract me. So if you have one, can stand, come walk across the screen. And by the way, she have to be labor right too. You have to find one sexy labor right in a bikini. They distract me. No, PNP can distract me. Right? But that is where it is today. Accuse your enemy of what you are doing and nobody will look at you. Convince the people. Say, don't mind what Andrew do. Make a question we have. Because that is more important. But we have to say, but Mark have money. Don't worry about Mark, man. Mark's skin white. He's supposed to have money kind of white. Yeah, man. Mark all right, man. Mark's supposed to have money because he's white. And a bigger issue than that, you know, I said it before and nobody can give me a proper answer. For years, it has been going around on the internet. All of the wealthy black men in America, the wealthy black men in the world, they are only wealthy because them sell them soul to the devil and them work for the devil. That's how them get money. But the wealthy white man, Mark, You're speaking on things, sir, that you have no evidence of. You say you don't do that, so stop it, Mark. Mark, pull up your pants, your orange brief for sure, Mark. Pull up your pants, your orange brief for sure. No nation. No nation. We're not showing to them level, them, Mark. Mark, them something that PMP term. We leave them something there to popcorn and what the other idiot name. We leave that to them. Labour Party respect matters, so we not tell people then something. Yeah, we not leave that. Right? So accuse your enemy of what you are doing, and nobody will look at you. $500 million went to Skengdang. Jamaica did not get value for money to build a fence around Hero Circle. That's a corruption. Another $500 million went to Danai Williams. Operation Pride House. That is corruption. And again, I am happy to report and to say this. Since 2020, the Jamaica Labour Party, led by Andrew Holness, as a government, has completed an entire term in office without one single member being accused of any form of corruption. And yes, the comer will come and ask about what happened to Marissa Dalrymple. I see what happened to Marissa Dalrymple as a simple clerical error. It wasn't government fund. It was leaving something off our file. That to me, that is not corruption. But because there was so little, they had to run with that one. Because there was nothing else, so them run with that one. And Marissa did the right thing. She stepped aside, allowed the process to play out, and now is back in Parliament. Right? That is what we have today, an accountable government. A government that has been more scrutinized than any other in the history of this country. No other government in the history of Jamaica has gone to the scrutiny that this one has gone to. And has come out looking clean. But because it's a little barefoot boy from Spanish Town around it, that cannot be allowed to happen. It must be run by the little white kid boy who grew up in London. In the 70s, in the 80s, when war broke out in Jamaica, and the little black kid picked them up there and run for their life. Where was Mark Golding? Where was Mark Golding when war broke out in Jamaica? His father ushered him off to London, to the safety of London. Yes, and he went there, he attended school. Yeah, man, and a plane going to London because enough to turn up and face the problems of Jamaica. What does Mark Golding have invested in Jamaica today? Nothing has gone to his Integrity Commission. So if God forbid and he become Prime Minister, he can just go to airport one day, put his passport in a back pocket, board a plane and don't return. And it would not be the first. A member of the People's National Party has done that before. In fact, two of them board a plane and has not returned, and that man took taxpayers' money with him. That is my plan, winner. That is my plan. We are going to deport him. We are going to start pull Donald Trump. We are going to deport him to England. We not only accept deportation, but we do it too. This coming up in 2025, will be the most consequential election Jamaica has ever faced. 1989. No, let's go back further. 1972, the people of Jamaica did not have information to work with. In 1989, the people of Jamaica, while have evidence, they did not have information. Despite building an economy that was growing at 18.5%, the PNP in 1972 promised the people of Jamaica, say, better must come. Promised the people of Jamaica in 1972, better must come. The people went for the better and was punished for it. Empty shelf, no business. In fact, the business class was chased out of this country in the 70s. 5 flights a day to Miami. Take one if you don't like what I do. Leave. That was the order from the better must come leader to the business class in this country. If you don't like what I do, 5 flights a day. Leave. Between 1972 and 1974, Michael Manley and his government has squandered 18%, 18.5% growing economy, and by then has resorted to a minus 5%, negative 5% within 2 years from growing at 18 to what? Mark, apparently, may I do something what you like because you are always here. That I'm doing something that you like as you're always here. So whatever I am preaching, it is working on you, sir. So welcome and keep it. I appreciate the support. I very much appreciate the support because you are always here. Now, man, I'm making live up, man. If you still learn, man. You have some hard-headed picnic we got class, you know. And sometimes you have to push the information in them head. Mark head may be that tough, but as long as he keep coming to class, he will learn. His head may tough, but as long as he keep coming to class, he will learn. So nobody around him, man. Make him stay. Make him stay. Yeah, man. So 70s, they were punished, the business class, they were chased out. The Michael Manley government had become so unpopular in 2 years that they were heading for the surest political defeat in 1976. It would have been the surest political defeat in any country. That's what Michael was heading for. So you know what he did? He declared a state of public emergency. Lock up the opposition. Even the poll workers at the Jamaica Labour Party was locked up. Babsy Grange was sent into exile. Babsy was sent into exile. You get exiled out of your own country. Pernell Charles sit in jail for 1 entire year. Mike Henry was shot. Michael Manley went to Clarendon. The guy that was charged for shooting Mike Henry, Michael took him out of jail and bring him on the political platform and call him a hero. The guy that shot Mike Henry was taken out of the police station by Michael Manley, brought on the political platform and was called a hero. Even Edward Seaga was on the list to be arrested. The only reason why Seaga wasn't arrested is the Governor General at the time decided that the only way he would sign the order for the state of emergency was if they took Seaga's name off of it. That's why Seaga wasn't arrested. The only way he would sign the order for the public state of emergency was if they take off the leader of the opposition name. So that is what happened in the 70s. Jamaica lose 25% of its GDP. The food and the shelf were empty. The shelves were empty. No food couldn't come. We move from, well, Mark, if you don't believe I'm a political historian, you go do some research and come and tell me the lie. We move from a plus of $146 million in our NIR in 1972. By 1974, it was at minus $600 million. 2 years. A plus of $146 million. And 2 years' time, we had minus $600 million. That is the PNP for you. Michael Manley stole a second term in government. He never win it. He stole it. And he continued the destruction to 1976 to 1980. And even in 1980, he did not want to relinquish power. And that led to the bloodiest election Jamaica has seen to this day. Political war broke out on the street of Kingston. Why? Because he packed up 1,600 young men and sent them to Cuba. So them are going to learn. Them are going to learn masonry. Them are going to learn trade. And that program today, Mark, look up this to me. It's called the Brigadista program. He sent his Brigadista to be trained in England. Every dictator have their own home guard. Don't forget that. That is what Michael created, his own home guard. Luckily, Edward Seaga was able to wrestle power away from them in 1980. And bring us back to growth. By 1989, we were growing again at 6%. So Edward Seaga had to reverse a 5% decline and turn it into a 6% growth by 1989. The PNP came again with a slogan that said, we put people first. Black man time, we put people first. And they won. There's more to it in about 8 minutes left on here. Came back in 1989 and said, we put people first. Oh, yes, Bertie, man. A good book to read, man. The Road Not Taken by Colin Dennis. The story of an unwilling gorilla. For those of you who know the term gorilla, who don't know what it is coming from, the book is called The Road Not Taken. I urge you all to buy a copy and read it. Mark, go buy a copy of The Road Not Taken and give it a read. That's what I would urge you to. Give it a read. As I say, check if I'm telling a lie. 1989, the country returned to growth. But PNP again come with a slogan. We put people first. And they won. This time, they did not give the business class a chance to leave. They decided to destroy them. The 1989 PNP never run out the business class. Them locked the door this time and set Jamaica on fire. In 1972 to 80, we lose 25% of our GDP. Between 1989 and 2007, we lose 40%. 1989 to 2007, Jamaica lose 44,000 business. Those businesses were formed during the Great Reconstruction period of the 80s under the Jamaica Labour Party. The period of Reconstruction was from 1980 to 1989, where the Jamaica Labour Party, under the leadership of Edward Philip George Siaga, rebuild this country. Own business, giving back business class, rebuild a middle class. The People's National Party locked the door and set the country ablaze. 44,000 businesses went under. Imagine, using a mind. Mark, you have forced me to call you an idiot. You're forcing me to refer to you as an idiot, Mark. Even though you're a comrade, Mark, you always seem like somebody we could converse with. But you see, this statement where you put us on now, you're proving to be an idiot. Phoenix King, big up yourself. Mark, you're proving yourself to be an idiot. Right? But me not go down your road now. We just have to expose you, you're an idiot. Me put you on the same list with people like Caution and Hugh Richards. You know better than them. You can't put the same list as Caution and Hugh Richards and Hugh Blair and them there. You know much better than them. The level of thinking, you lack the capability to put a thought together. I've always thought of you as one of the comrades we can converse with. You know, if you agree with me. No, Bertie, we not mute him. When you get to the disrespectful yet. I've always had you as one of them we can converse with. We not converse to change your mind, but meaningful conversation is important. And I had you as one of them, but you're gone now. Right? But imagine for me, people, a country the size of Jamaica losing 44,000 business. 95% of our financial institutions went under. Check it again. 95% of our financial institutions crash. Coming out of the 90s, the two most powerful financial institutions in Jamaica was Deering, Bunting, and Golden. Where do I get my information from, Jaden? I live it. Me live in a Jamaica. Me experience it. But if you want written down information, go on the International Monetary Fund website and read about it. No, I think he's talking about the FinSac and the Jamaica collapse. Go on the IMF website and the information is there, sir. That's where you find that information if you want. But me live through FinSac. I was walking around when the banks were collapsing around me one. When me a little boy and leave school, me look see who remember the little tin saving pan them. Me go empty my little tin. Jamaica never grew at 6%. Man, this is 2025, Jed, and I don't argue facts here. So we're not going to argue about that. I empty my little tin saving pan and open an account at Century National Bank. I remember the day because my mother used to work for one lady that was one of the manager there. And I went there with my little saving pan. When me emptied, there was about over $500 in it. And I opened my first bank account there, so Century National Bank. Now Omar lock it down with me $500 up to this day, I don't get it back. Right? So yes, I'm experience, me live through FinSac. 44,000 business. The two most powerful financial institutions left in Jamaica after that was DB&G, Deering, Bunting, and Golden. I think Peter Bunting and Mark Golden, and JMMB. JMMB What does those two companies have in common? Both of them have deep ties to the People's National Party. Both of them have very deep ties to the People's National Party. That is what they have in common. Those were the two left. And of course, NCB, that was deemed too big to fail. NCB was deemed too big to fail. So it was wrapped up in a package and given away. I think first it was given to Oliver Clark. It was first given to Oliver Clark. And then it was sold to Michael Leachin because it was deemed too big to fail. But the others were easily ripped out, vandalized by the financial engineer of the time, a man named Mark Golden. And me give that title, you know, him. Say he was the financial engineer. Yes, I am one of those. My little much today, no, so I have to keep eye on it when my little much today. But that is it. That is what the PMP operate. There has never been a period in the history of this country where the PMP ran it, where Jamaica was better off at the end. No one, not even Mark, where they can fight me to a period. In the 70s, we lose 25% of the GDP. In the 90s, we lose 40%. Between 2012 and 2016, we never have nothing to lose. We never have nothing to lose in that time, so we couldn't lose nothing. And that is why 2025 will be the most consequential election Jamaica ever faced. You know why? Because this time, the Jamaican people have the information it needs to make the right decision. It is already very shocking to us, to people like me, who knows the difference, who see the difference, that the Jamaica Labour Party really has to be campaigning to win this election. It says a lot about the people of Jamaica. The people who in a them good job, who sit down and believe that they are better than voting. Remember, if you sit down, a people like Michael Johnson, so I go make a decision, and them no want nothing but something for about them nigga. A people like Mark are going to make a decision, who no want nothing. But the people, me say, I would leave by 6. But, yeah, Angie. But it says now 6, my people, and we have to take a leave of absence. It was good spending the evening with you guys. We'll be back here tomorrow. No, sorry, tomorrow will be YouTube. Tomorrow will be YouTube. But I might simultaneously broadcast on both. By tomorrow, I should pick up how to get it done. Right? Or we not can start now. I might join him in a little bit. But tomorrow, I'm going to try to do both YouTube and TikTok. But tomorrow will definitely be a YouTube there. YouTube page is Chuck Finley 34 at youtube.com. Chuck Finley 34. But if you don't see a green pair of shoes, it's not me. Chuck Finley 34 at YouTube. Go over there, follow it now, look out for us tomorrow. Bless up my people. It was good.